It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Set to... Kickoff.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 30, the 20, and down to the 11. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there is in the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jackson
brought down at the 9. They do get a play. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
It's now fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
Matt Prater.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first.
Oh, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
The ball carried by number 2.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 128 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Jackson on the keeper.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was...
On just one play, the long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And he's able to find Diggs.
Jackson.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Jackson, and his pass incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Titans 6.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Push the foul, roughing the passer, defense. Come on, dog!
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
1 play at a time. Here we go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Deebo Samuel on the return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get
to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Number 3.
Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle into traffic, and that's good.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Again, Jackson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's into the clear. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200 yards.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll look to throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get their
own 22-yard line.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Now an option play on second down. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right? If you know, on him, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 27-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Jackson flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson flush to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Raiders.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First down, Titans.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 20. Much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Spins by. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 8. A minute 54 on the clock. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh. Defense, they're up and making noise. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And we've got a timeout.
At his own 5-yard
9 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
One last shot for Jackson, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And no, it's incomplete. So that hits the ground with only 4 seconds remaining. And this should be the last play. One more shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores...
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team.
Stephon Diggs, 30, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.